Right now, he is back, folks. Number 12 returns to the Packers, but was Aaron Rodgers enough to get past the Seahawks at Lambeau? And a Dane County Gentlemen's Club, once again, a crime scene, what local leaders say needs to be done. Plus, our area is getting its first green cemetery. What is it, and why are all involved believing it's going to help the environment? That's all coming up at 10.
It's Rodgers time. It's Rodgers time. Ain't nobody stopping Rodgers, and that's the truth.
A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon was my guy today. He ran the ball hard. Offensive line blocked. Go, Pack, go.
Woo! Go Pack, go! Go Pack, go! Go Pack, go!
I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. The biggest.
I don't know if you heard, but Aaron Rodgers was back under center, and the Packers won in dominant fashion today over the Seahawks. But it was all because of the defense and a backup running back that was carrying the load for the Pack. Sports anchor Jordan Reed is in Green Bay with much more on win number 8.
The Packers return to Lambeau Field with Aaron Rodgers back under center, just as the Seahawks welcome back Russell Wilson from the injured reserve. This whole week has centered on the quarterbacks, but defense is what dominates this game, and that goes for both sides. Seattle swarms Rodgers and company. The only points the Packers manage in the first half is off of Mason Crosby's 27-yard field goal. That three-point lead holds through halftime, then the momentum shifts in the fourth. Green Bay finally gets some insurance as A.J. Dillon barrels into the end zone not once, but twice to make it 17-0. Packers complete the shutout of Seattle, marking the first one of Wilson's career.
It's so important to be able to win games in different fashions in this league, and I thought our defense really carried the night.
There's still much more to come from Lambeau Field coming up shortly in sports.
It took less than 3 hours to crown the winners today of the 2021 Madison Marathon. 24-year-old John Judge of Verona posted the best time of the day at 2 hours and 24 minutes. And then Maya Rowan of Austin, Texas won the women's race. A marathon coach we spoke with before the race started today says the weather definitely played a role for many of the runners.
Warm up really well, so stretching and all of that, just because then your muscles are loose and, you know, just have fun.
Get this, one of the oldest competitors was a 73-year-old Madison native, Cliff Reithel. He finished the marathon in just over 4 hours, and the snow did hold off for most of the race. And meteorologist Austin Kopninski is outside, and your certified most accurate forecast is coming along with it.
Oh, man, we saw the snow here earlier today, and especially last night as well. That's when we actually saw the most accumulation from that event that we saw over these last 24 hours. But, hey, it's 31 degrees right now. If there's still a few puddles out and about in your neighborhood, you can expect that to actually freeze in the overnight hours here for tonight. But thankfully, the puddles that are left over are few and far between as of right now. Doppler track still looking pretty good. We did see some of those flurries earlier on today as well, but now we have cleared that out, and we're generally looking at partly cloudy skies for most of tonight. A little bit of added cloud cover is expected to move through during the early morning hours tomorrow. But our current temperatures in those upper 20s and low 30s. Wisconsin Dells right now one of our coolest spots at 28 degrees. But then our wind speeds are right around 5-10 miles per hour. They're not going to be bad here for tonight. We do have a few breezy days, however, in our extended forecast, but I'll detail that a little bit later on. For tonight, we're looking at a low of about 22 degrees. Partly cloudy skies for most of the nighttime hours. More cloud cover moves in late, and that is going to bring a chance for a snow shower or two for tomorrow. But are we going to expect any accumulation, and do we have any more snow chances in the forecast? I'll have those answers coming up a little bit later on.
All right, thanks so much, Austin. Developing tonight, at least one person is hurt after an early morning shooting outside of a nightclub near Sun Prairie. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says it responded to Club Bristol in the town of Bristol just after midnight. Deputies say a large group was gathered in the parking lot but cleared before the officers arrived. Right now, no one is in custody.
There has been incidents at this business in the past. We're investigating it. We're doing our best to find out what happened and hold those accountable.
Today's shooting is the 4th at Club Bristol this year, and that's drawing concerns from city officials who say they're doing all they can to keep the violence at bay. As Anna Hansen explains, local leaders say while they're disappointed, they're not surprised.
Police lights and caution tape are a familiar sight for Club Bristol.
I'm disappointed that this happened again.
The last shooting in February marked changes to the club like better security cameras and card readers. But as officials learned early Sunday morning, those measures aren't enough anymore.
I believe that they're honestly doing their best to try to run as upstanding operation as he can.
Town of Bristol Chair Jerry Durr says he was hopeful change would come following the last shooting at the club. He says the owners have been cooperating with officials to try and prevent future incidents.
They know that they're treading on thin ice when it comes to those kinds of issues.
But Durr says it's less about the owners and more about the nature of the business itself.
The place attracts a clientele that's prone to doing some of this kind of stuff.
Going further, he points to more widespread gun violence across the country.
All of a sudden, you got people shooting all the time, all over the place.
As for the future of Club Bristol, only time will tell.
Where that goes and where they are on legal grounds, I can't answer that.
In Bristol, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
We did reach out to the club's owners this afternoon, but they did decline to comment until this investigation is over. Next at 10, the families of the 3 teens who were killed in a crash last month are saying thank you. The families of Evan Cradwell, Simon Balesi, and Jack Miller took out a full-page ad today in Wisconsin State Journal. They said that they are deeply touched for the support they have received and thank both students and staff at Middleton and Madison West high schools. Officers say the 3 teens killed on October 2nd after a drunk driver crashed into their car outside of Middleton. The man charged with their deaths, Eric Mehring, was released last month after posting a $75,000 cash bond. His next court appearance is scheduled for December 6th. We're expecting closing arguments tomorrow in the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse. Each side will have 2.5 hours to make its final case. Judge Bruce Schrader said he would rule this weekend on whether jurors would be allowed to consider lesser charges against Rittenhouse, but the judge has not issued any public comments since wrapping up on Friday. And about 500 National Guard troops are on standby this week ahead of the conclusion for this trial. Governor Evers authorized those troops for active duty on Friday. They will be staged outside of Kenosha and will only respond if requested by local law enforcement. And for all of our continuing coverage on this Rittenhouse trial, including live streams, reaction, and in-depth looks at the proceedings, head to channel3000.com or go download our Channel 3000 News app. Also tomorrow, President Biden will sign his $1 trillion infrastructure bill into law. The president returned to the White House today after a weekend at Camp David. The bipartisan bill is expected to create jobs across the country, fix crumbling bridges, and expand broadband internet access to millions of Americans. New tonight, former President Trump is selling the rights to his family's D.C. hotel to an investment firm for $375 million. The agreement was first reported today by the Wall Street Journal. The Trump International Hotel is just a few blocks from the White House. The hotel has been super popular for spots of former president's supporters and foreign leaders. The building previously housed the U.S. Post Office's headquarters. And the FBI says its external email system was hacked this weekend. Officials say hackers sent out tens of thousands of emails from the FBI account warning people of a possible cyber attack. Now, anyone who receives these messages should contact their local authorities. And in a show of force this weekend, the Taliban is parading around American-made armor vehicles around Afghanistan's capital of Kabul. The military parade was reportedly linked to the graduation of 250 freshly trained soldiers. The Taliban seized most of the weapons and machinery earlier this year during the collapse of the country's U.S.-backed government. In more local news tonight, a Middleton man is working to help the environment and save people some money by taking lessons from the past. Tahalil Mohodin shares how he plans to do with his 20 acres of land.
The site is near Governor Nelson Park on Onkey Road. The area is set to be the home of Dane County's first green cemetery, and it's a project developers say is the way forward.
Terrence Wall is working to fill a need.
Dane County has a limited number of cemeteries. They're filling up. Some of them are actually full.
Something he began looking into when his father died.
I didn't know there was an alternative until we found this out and started doing the research. And I thought, wow, this is fantastic.
An alternative to granite tombstones, concrete graves, and embalming.
Disgusting. I think it's a horrible process, and I think I want a more natural burial.
Wall says he wants to undo recent history and go back to environmentally friendly burials.
It's either cloth or wood, something that's used natural materials. There's no embalming, there's no chemicals, there's no cremating going on site, which also involves unnatural things like, gas and other petroleums.
A plan that's already underway.
Lots of trees and bushes and landscaping, as part of it. And the walking paths, there will be a bicycle path.
One he hopes many will get behind.
I think this is the wave of the future. I think it'll be what every cemetery will be going forward.
Wall says this is the first step in the zoning process and it's already complete. They now have to lay out a specific site plan for city approval. He expects the first plots to come available as early as the summer, which will only make it the second green cemetery in Wisconsin.
Thank you so much, Tahalil. Ready or not, winter is almost here. And after the break, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti kicks off severe winter weather week here in Wisconsin to make sure you're prepared for whatever Mother Nature is going to dish out. And it's the season of giving. See how you can help a local nonprofit get everyone a gift for the holidays. Stay right with us.
Una llamada, nada más.
Isang tawag, ganyan lang.
مكالمة واحدة، هذا كل شيء.
Ci vuole solo una chiamata.
Halmar, nasawa.
No matter how you say it, it's always one call, that's all.
You know what I'm going to miss most about space?
What's that?
How easy it is to keep up my saving habit. There's nothing to buy up here.
We're making it easier to save on Earth, too. When you open a savings builder account at BMO Harris, you can get a cash reward for every month you save.
Anything to help launch my savings?
Sure. When you open a checking account, we'll give you $200 to kickstart your savings progress.
$200 and a monthly savings reward.
It's a way to save that won't weigh you down. It's a little space humor.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Or with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready. Now, get a 2021 Escape, Edge, or EcoSport with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
I was hurt in an accident, my bills are piling up, and I could really use some money right now. I'm so glad I didn't let the insurance company pressure me into a settlement. Gruber Law Offices got my bills paid and made sure my future was protected.
One call, that's all.
The holidays are closing in and potential supply shortages are putting shoppers on edge.
We'll tell you what you can do right now to keep stress off your to-do list.
And we are still on a roller coaster ride of temperatures. We're talking the latest Monday morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back, everyone. Starting tonight and all this week, we are getting you ready for the winter weather season as part of the Severe Winter Weather Awareness Week. Our First Warn Weather team has a special report lined up looking at what you should be doing to your home and vehicles now ahead of that first big storm. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti kicks off our coverage with a closer look at what we are going to experience.
After our recent mild weather, we saw our first widespread snowfall over the last couple of days. Just a reminder that winter isn't far away. This week is Winter Weather Awareness Week in Wisconsin. And over the next few nights, our weather team will get you prepared for winter's worst weather. Sometimes that could be a dangerous winter storm. For many of us, the snowstorm that sets the benchmark is the Madison blizzard of December 3rd, 1990. Only a week after record warmth with high temperatures in the middle 60s, a low-pressure system took place in southwestern Missouri and headed northeastward toward Chicago, a textbook path for a southern Wisconsin snowstorm.
Blizzard warning running from southwestern Wisconsin through the Madison area and then up toward the northeast toward Green Bay. Just an incredible storm system as it's come together.
Snow began in the early morning hours of the 3rd and quickly became heavy, falling at the rate of more than an inch per hour by the morning commute. As lightning flashed overhead, winds gusted to 64 miles per hour here at the station. Heavy snow continued to fall for much of the day before ending that evening. Madison's official measurement was 17.3 inches at the airport, the heaviest snowfall in a single day. Another memorable snowstorm struck our area on February 5th and 6th, 2008. While the total of 13.4 inches wasn't quite as much as the 1990 blizzard, the timing of the snow left a huge impact. The slick roads caused a pair of semi-trucks to slide to a stop on I-3990 northbound before Highway N. Traffic ground to a halt behind the trucks, and with no way to exit the interstate, over 2,000 motorists were stranded, some for up to 12 hours. After that storm, the Wisconsin Department of Transportation began installing crossing gates on many interstate ramps, allowing them to close the highway during snowstorms before cars can get trapped. And while somewhat rare, ice storms can occur here as well. In early March of 1976, 2 freezing rain events 4 days apart caused extensive ice accumulations across southern Wisconsin. Heavy thunderstorms dumped 2.5 inches of rain into air that was at or below freezing. In some areas, the resulting ice accumulation was as much as 5 inches on tree limbs and power lines, heavy enough to snap utility poles. More than 600,000 people lost power, and it took crews up to 10 days to restore power to the hardest hit areas, leaving many without heat as low temperatures at night tumbled into the teens. While these extreme storms are infrequent, winter storms of snow and ice occur every year, and sometimes it takes only a little snow or a thin glaze of ice to get drivers into trouble. Over the next few nights, we'll make sure that you're ready to deal with whatever Mother Nature can dish out.
Well, Austin's back now with your current weather. And it looks like things are going to be warming up a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I don't think we have anything like what we just saw right there in our extended forecast. We're still looking at some precipitation here and there, but for the most part, no major systems that are on the immediate horizon currently. But pretty interesting stuff right there. 5 inches of freezing rain stacking up in some spots. We're probably not going to see that again for quite some time. At least I'm crossing my fingers that we don't see that for quite some time. But some light snow showers are going to be possible here for our Monday. Now, this is not going to be a major cause for concern. An isolated dusting in 1 or 2 grassy areas, and that's about all we're looking at here for tomorrow. So we're really not going to see much of any accumulation for tomorrow. Brief warm-up does look to move through on Tuesday as temperatures quickly spike up to the lower 50s, but then just as quickly as they jump up, they're going to cool right back down afterwards. But do we have any more snow chances beyond tomorrow? I'll detail that in just a moment. Live look outside right now. We do have partly cloudy skies overhead. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies to sneak in here late in the nighttime hours, generally early tomorrow morning, but we are looking to stay dry for tonight. Now, you're taking a look at our snow accumulation over these last 24 hours. Quickly after sunset yesterday, we saw a lot of those snow showers starting to pick up and move through, but most of these communities are actually in central and northern Wisconsin. We didn't see too much overall here. In fact, we only saw a few local storm reports, and one was in St. Peter at about 1.5 inches. Here in Madison, almost reaching that first ½ inch of the season. We did see 0.4 inches here in Madison. But our future track does show that snow chance for tomorrow. Generally, we're going to see a lot of cloud cover and then a small possibility to see a passing snow shower, maybe even a rain shower. It really depends on these temperatures. They are going to be a little bit above freezing, so it's a possibility that some of that precip could fall as rain, but if you do see that, it's going to be quick and you're going to stay dry for most of the rest of the day. But the future track does show a beautiful Tuesday ahead of us. Still going to see a lot of cloud cover, but it is looking like a nice Tuesday, especially with those temperatures warming back up. And a few first snow facts. Average first trace is actually around October 16th. We saw ours on Friday, so we were well behind there, but the average first measurable snow on November 13th, we nailed that here this season. Yesterday, we did see our first measurable snowfall right after sunset. Then you take a look at our extended forecast. Still quite a bit of some sunshine after we can get through Tuesday. But hey, Tuesday's still going to be very warm and pretty nice compared to where we should be this time of the year. We do cool things down pretty quickly afterwards. A weak cold front moves through, cooling us down to 38 degrees on Thursday. End of the forecast right now. I'm watching out for that last day in the forecast for Wednesday, but that's still a good 9-10 days out. So we're still expecting quite a few changes here to that Wednesday forecast by the time we do reach those next 10 days.
We will take a little bit of a warm-up. Thanks so much, Austin. And do not forget that you can stay up to date with the weather on our First Warn Weather app. It's free and available in the App Store. Next tonight, is there anything better than waking up on Christmas morning to find a gift with your name on it under the tree? Christina Laurie explains how you can help 2 groups make that happen this year for thousands of kids in our area.
Having a brand new book is just exciting for any age, but especially for kids.
That's why the Madison Reading Project is trying to collect 20,000 books and raise $40,000 as part of their community book drive. The event is a partnership with the Empty Stocking Club, a charity focused on giving every child at least one brand new high-quality toy at Christmas, regardless of their family's financial situation. For the second year in a row, those toys will be accompanied by books, brand new books.
Just like anyone else, when you get to pick out a new book, or it's a book that's been selected for you, that's brand new, it's got that crisp feeling that no one else has owned that book, you get to write your name into the cover.
Madison Reading Project founder Rowan Childs came up with the idea for a community-wide drive last winter, when most kids were still learning from home and some didn't have anything new to read. In 2020, her nonprofit collected enough new books for 10,000 kids. So this year, she's upping that with a goal of helping 12,000. And that's where you come in.
Every single book donation to us and every single monetary donation, they all add up. And with this being the community book drive, we're hoping that many thousands of people will help pitch in.
Through December 15th, you'll find book donation stations at 20 coffee shops and community centers across Dane County.
You can find a map of all the donation locations up on our website, channel3000.com. And if you have an idea of another local business or nonprofit that's helping make a difference this holiday season, please let us know. We might feature them right here on Channel 3 next Sunday. Reporting in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
Well, we thought today would be about the quarterbacks, but it ended up being about the defenses. Much more on.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Make this holiday season special when you use the Pick and Save app to get personalized coupons, rewards like fuel points, and weekly deals. So you can get exactly what you want at prices that are lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Get a McChicken sandwich or a cheeseburger, any two for $2.50, and pair it with a $1 any size Coke.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
Hey guys.
Hey Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, US Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX. With pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility. Standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form. See Lexus of Madison.
If a nurse is what you want to be, let Herzing University make it possible in lots of different ways. Whether you're planning to become a nurse for the first time or take your nursing career to the next level, Herzing offers learning options and a choice of nursing pathways, all with personal care and support. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Be exactly the nurse you want to be.
I'm possible at Herzing. I'm possible at Herzing.
I'm possible at Herzing. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
With Pick and Save delivery, it's easy to get your special holiday foods brought right to your door. And that's music to your ears. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
We went in today talking about the return of Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, but it was the defense that would steal the show in Green Bay as they matched up with Seattle. We skip ahead to the fourth, where it was A.J. Dillon stepping up and stepping in after Aaron Jones left with a knee injury, as Dillon barrels his way into the end zone for the game's first touchdown. Later in the fourth, Dillon shows off his versatility, taking a screen pass 50 yards to the Packers, getting them into enemy territory. And folks, we cannot forget to mention Green Bay's defense today, as they were flat out dominant in this one, winning the turnover battle with 2 key interceptions of Russell Wilson. And the Pack end up blanking the Seahawks by the final score of 17-0, and Green Bay now improves to 8-2 on the year. Sports anchor Jordan Reed has more from Lambeau.
The Packers' 3-0 lead just wasn't going to do. So A.J. Dillon became the difference maker, scoring back-to-back touchdowns in the fourth, and gives the Packers enough separation to move past Seattle and back into the win column.
That's something I really wanted to work on here too. Coming in, just being able to, I was talking about being an APB, all-purpose back. I really want to be somebody reliable in every situation. So, I've just been working on it. I got Aaron Jones to, teach me a lot of the stuff he's, done so well in the past game. So he's really been teaching me a lot. When he first exited the game, he looked at me and said, "Get the job done, finish it off." And, that's like my big brother on this team. I love him to death. So, for him to, like I said, believe in me, that trust was great. And like I said, I wanted to finish it off for him and the team. And, we got it done as a team.
He's a great kid. He works really hard. He's improved in all the areas that he needed to become a more complete back. And smart kid, tough. He ran through unblocked guys on both of his touchdown runs. So not much more you can say than that.
As for number 12, he finishes 23 of 37 for almost 300 yards with 1 interception in his return. And following the game, Rodgers said it was good to be back out there playing, back with the guys, and he felt pretty good. Reporting from Lambeau Field, Jordan Reed, News 3 Sports.
After running past Northwestern yesterday, the Badgers are moving up the AP Top 25. Wisconsin is now ranked number 19 after being 20 last week. The Badgers will celebrate their seniors this Saturday at Camp Randall against Nebraska. Kickoff is set for 2:30. And stay with us. Your final check of your first warn forecast will be right after this.
Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers. Right now, we'll even waive your enrollment fee. Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Herzing University. Call or click today.
Your place, your club, your gateway to experience the best the city has to offer. Are you ready to experience life at the Madison Club? Join now for only $100 a month. Call or visit MadisonClub.org to join today.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Or with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
Hey guys.
Hey Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, US Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
DJ, and I want to be everything when I grow up. Being an inventor is cool. You can go in your lab and make a big robot. I'm going to do it like this tall. I'm going to make robots to help people. So that's why I gotta go build some robots.
Your place, your club, your gateway to experience the best the city has to offer. Are you ready to experience life at the Madison Club? Join now for only $100 a month. Call or visit MadisonClub.org to join today.
With Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields online. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast.
Folks, Snoopy is headed to the moon. NASA says it will be sending up a stuffed toy of Peanuts Snoopy as a part of their next moon mission. Snoopy will serve as a zero-gravity indicator. For the trip, he'll be outfitted in a custom orange flight suit, complete with gloves, boots, and a NASA patch. The mission is scheduled for early next year. That is so cool, isn't it, Austin?
The first cartoon character in space, live.
What a lucky Snoopy, huh?
I'm excited. I'm happy for Snoopy right there, and I'm happy to see the forecast drying out. We saw those snow showers last night and this morning. Now we're going to see partly cloudy skies for tonight. That low of 22 degrees, so it is going to get quite cold here by the time we do start our Monday morning. Afternoon's not going to get much warmer there with that high of 36 and that chance to see a passing rain or snow shower.
And that's all we have for tonight. Good night, everyone.